Hi, my name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin. Man, we got one hell of a car right here, 41 Willys. Wait till I open that hood. It's a 496, 750 horsepower. It's all polished. This thing's got air conditioning, of course, all custom suspension. And you know what? You can drive it. I took my daughter to Olive Garden in this car. That's what I love about it. If you go to volocars.com, you can read all the specs, study over 100 pictures, get the price, not only on this one, but we have a few hundred cars to choose from. If you enjoy the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, click on the bell icon. You'll be notified as the new videos are posted. But right now, buckle up. Let's go for a spin in this 41 Willys. When I bought the car, I got it out of North Carolina. It was really important to me that this wasn't someone's nightmare. You know, big horsepower is really cool, but I didn't want a car that's for the racetrack. I wanted to know that you could drive it. The guy assured me of that. So it arrived here off the truck. I drove it home that night to see if he was telling me the truth, and he was. This car drove great, goes over the bumps, it steered, it stopped, it did everything right. I picked up my daughter, took her to Olive Garden. We came out, it was dark, fired right up, the lights come on. She wanted to cruise around town. We just went driving in this car. I goosed it a few times. I didn't even mash it, but I goosed it, and it'll jump. It'll get up and go. So we got one heck of a car here. It's all fiberglass, of course. It's an Outlaw body, really high quality body. This thing is laser beam straight. It's a House of Colors Tangerine color, tangerine pearl, and it's beautiful. The metal flake is just right, and seeing it here in person, this is just gorgeous. And I just noticed it's like a scalloped, really faint scalloped paint in here, and then the black is like a mirror. I'm pointing my finger there. It looks like I can reach in and shake my own hand. So the body and paint is phenomenal. Underneath the car, it's all square tube chassis. It's got a real nice frame. Mustang 2 front end with the tubular control arms, coil-over gas adjustable shocks, rack and pinion power steering. In back, it's got the 4-link system with tubular control arms. Again, coil-over adjustable gas shocks. It's got Flowmaster exhaust that comes out each side. You'll hear it in a minute. New fuel cell with the fuel pump and fuel lines. Disc brakes at all 4 corners. They're power disc brakes. It's got remote battery terminals underneath the rear fender there because the battery's inside the trunk, which is power. So underneath the car is really impressive. It has a drive shaft safety loop. Bottom of the motor is clean. It's a 700 R4 transmission that's really been worked, all heavy duty parts. It's a manual reverse valve body, manual shift automatic. It has one external cooler for the transmission. A Curry rear end, a big, heavy-duty, substantial-looking, narrowed 9-inch nodular rear end with 411 gears. But with the overdrive and the tall tires, it's still a cruiser. You can just be putzing along down the road like hardly even working the motor. That's the underneath. The body has flush-mounted taillights. You might not even see them. They're like teardrop. There's even a third one up here. All tinted glass has all been replaced. Of course, the grille is new. These are glass headlamps like the original Willys. It has remote doors. They both work. You better put your sunglasses on. This is really impressive. Look at that. That's like the biggest blower I think I've ever seen on a car. It's an 871 blower from the blower shop. Now this has 2 of the gas struts to hold the hood open. They're both weak. We will replace them. Right now I'm going to cheat and I'm going to use this rod, but those will be replaced. If you're the lucky guy or girl that buys this car, just make sure you remind the shop about that. All custom done interior. They did a nice job. There's no loose panels. There's no material peeling up or anything. They did a nice job from floor to headliner. The guy that did it is calling it leather. My guys in the shop are calling it leather. I don't know if it's vinyl or leather, to be honest with you, but it's a real premium grade upholstery. It has a power lift trunk. I had to turn the key on for that. Inside the car, it's got a power seat, power windows, a tilt wheel. It's a nice Grant steering wheel. Got a nice set of gauges, nice, clean, easy to read. It's got a really nice B&M like billet shifter. It's got a stereo system. It's got a big subwoofer in the middle, big speakers behind the seats. It's got a center console. And again, it's all upholstered. This same upholstery, this mat, that's what the floors are, the headliner, everything. 6 foot tall, I fit in there no problem, very comfortable. Back to the motor. Beautiful. Willys valve covers. That's a 496, so it's a Chevy big block motor. It's from Al's Toy Box. It's a 750 horsepower motor. So chromed valve covers, they say Willys right on it. It's got the belt guard, polished AC compressor. Who would think of AC in a hot rod like this? But anyway, 2 Holley Dominator carbs, all stainless steel braided hoses on everything, polished 1-wire alternator, MSD ignition system, serpentine belt for all the components, and then this big dual scoop. I know there's a name for that, but it actually opens. The little flappers are hooked up to the throttle linkage, and it does open. It does have seat belts. I told you driver's side's power, this side's manual seat. I see this didn't open all the way. You hit it again. I probably went the wrong way, didn't I? It hits a point right there and then it struggles and you get past it and then it keeps going. So we'll look into that. So the whole trunk compartment is boxed and upholstered just like the interior. It's got black piping. Even the bottom of the trunk lid is done. The fuel cell's in here, so you put gas by opening the trunk. I just noticed the same details are right in the door jambs. Probably thinking, shut up, Jay, I want to hear it. So here we go. Want to talk over it, you probably wouldn't have heard me anyway. But again, a really high quality build. It's got crazy power and performance, but yet you could cruise all day in it. Lights work, air works. Just a fantastic build. The wheels, everything, all the aluminum is really polished. It's not old and dingy. There's 4,000 miles on this car, so right there it tells you it's a driver. Also wanted to mention it's an aluminum radiator, dual electric fans. It's a modern power steering system, Willwood master cylinder with a chrome power brake booster. So you got power steering, power four-wheel disc brakes, air conditioning, stereo. You got it all. Visit volocars.com. Plenty of ways to contact the salesman. I just gave you my honest impression of the car. If you have specific questions, you can ask them. They can help with all the details and the financing and shipping and paperwork as well. I also wanted to mention it's the reverse valve body in the trans I told you about. So it'll always be in drive. You have to manually shift it. There's no clutch or anything. You just click the gears first, second, third if you're driving it. Otherwise, it'll just take off and drive, which it'll do with no problem. So anyway, visit volocars.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you enjoy the videos, and click on the bell icon, and you'll be the first to see the next one that comes out. Thanks for watching.